Welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Computation. Today we are going to learn about the basic of mathematical induction. I am your instructor Poonam Patel. Let's start to understand this concept. In today's lecture we are going to discuss first the introduction about mathematical induction, and using the example we can understand this topic. So first of all, what is the mathematical induction? Mathematical induction is a technique which used to prove the statement, formula, or we can say that a theorem for every natural numbers. In this mathematical induction, we generally use to prove the statement in two steps. The first step is base step. In this step, what we are going to do, by using the initial value, we prove the statement. We prove the statement is a true. And the next is inductive steps. So in this step, what we are going to do, we are if it proves that if the statement is true for nth iteration, so then it is also true for n plus 1th iteration. So now let us understand this concept by using the example. So here you can see I have defined the one problem statement where I have defined the statement like 3 raised to n minus 1 is a multiple of 2, and where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to infinite numbers. Now, so we have to prove this statement for a natural numbers. So how we can prove it? By using the mathematical induction, I can prove this statement. So here the first step is base step, where we have take the initial value of n and check whether this statement is multiple of 2 or not. So here I replaced by n equal to, I have taken the initial value of n equal to 1. So I have put the n value 1 in term. So 3 raised to 1 minus 1 equal to 2. So 2 is a multiple of 2. Yes, it is a multiple of 2. So we can say that this statement is true for an initial value. Now we need to prove the statement for n plus 1 iteration. Before going to n plus 1 iteration, in this step we assume that, which is called as a inductive hypothesis, we assume that the statement is true for n equal to k. So we here assume that 3 raised to k, where n when n is replaced by k, so 3 raised to k minus 1 is a multiple of 2 that we have assumed. By using this statement, we prove the statement for n equal to k plus 1 term. So here we can see I want to prove the statement. This statement is true for n equal to k plus 1. So in place of n, I can write the statement again in k plus 1 form. So 3 raised to k plus 1 minus 1. Now can we differentiate the power k plus 1, 3 raised to k into 3 minus 1? Yes, I can do that. 3 raised to k into 3 minus 1. Now in the next step, what we are going to do? I have separated 3 into 3 raised to k. So this 3 is, can we write down like 2 into 3 raised to k plus 3k, because 2 plus 1 it is 3. So 3 into 3 raised to k. Now if you see, there are two terms in this step. The first term is 2 multiply 3 raised to k, and the second term is 3 raised to k minus 1. Now if you see the first term, so in the first term is multiplied by 2, so it is a multiple of 2, so first term is proved. Now see the second term, 3 raised to k minus 1. So if you remember, in a previous step, in a inductive hypothesis, what we have assumed, n equal to k, so 3 raised to k minus 1 is a multiple of 2, which is we have assumed. So that we can say that this 2 term is a multiple of 2. Yes, this 2 term is multiple of 2. So here we can say that this statement is true for the n equal to k plus 1. So we can say that 3 raised to n minus 2 is a multiple of 2. 3 raised to n minus 1, 3 raised to n minus 1 is a multiple of 2. Now let us take the another example. So in this example, what we are going to prove that in this statement by using the mathematical induction. So here we have to prove the statement 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to 2n minus 1 equal to n square, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to infinite number. Now I want to prove this statement by using the mathematical induction. So we have to take the two steps. So by first step, where we need to use the initial value of n and prove this statement is true. How we are going to prove? LHS, if LHS is equivalent to the RHS value. So LHS value, where we have to replace n by initial value 1. So 2n minus 1, put the in place of n is 1. So 2 minus 1, 1 equal. So we can say that 1 equal to, now RHS value is n square. So in place of n, if I put 1, 1 square is equal to 1. So 1 equal to 1, LHS equal to RHS. So we can say that this statement is a true for n equal to 1. Now you can see over here like this. Okay. Now I want to prove this statement for n equal to k plus 1. So before going it proof, before going to that, there first of all we assume that by using the induction hypothesis, where we assume that this statement is true for n equal to k. So I have write down the whole statement in the form of k, where n is replaced by the k. So here 1 plus 3 plus 5, 2k minus 1 is equal to k plus 1, sorry, k square, because n is replaced by k square. So k square. Now this is my assumption. Okay, now I am going to prove this statement for n equal to k plus 1. So whole statement I have write down in the form of k plus 1, 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to 2 into k plus 1 minus 1 equal to k plus 1 square. Now how I am going to prove this? By using the LHS, performing the steps, and I am going to make the equivalent LHS equal to RH. Okay, so how we are going to do? So here you can see I am taking the LHS value 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to 2 into k plus 1 minus 1. Okay, now can we write down this thing? 1 plus 3 plus 5 2 multiply k, 2k plus 2 minus 1. So the statement is 2k minus 1, 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to 2k minus 1. What is its previous term? So we can directly write down this 1 plus 3 plus 5, 2k plus 1, 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1. If you see, you can directly write down this term. If you see this term, so what is the previous term of this term? K plus 1. So its previous term is automatically 2k minus 1. So we can write down this thing like this. To 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2k minus 1, and the current and the next term is 2k plus 1. Now if you remember, in the previous step we have already assumed that for this term is equal to k square. So can we write down in place of this term k square? Yes, k square plus 2k plus k plus 1. So we can write down k plus 1 square. Okay, so if you see, this is equivalent to the RHS. So this statement is true for n equal to k plus 1 because LHS is equivalent to RHS. So we can say that the 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to 2 n minus 1 equal to n square for every natural numbers. So I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you all.